All right. Yesterday we did simplifying exponents in our notebooks. Today we are going to be doing solving exponents. Solving exponents.
Are you serious?
Yes.
How?
I don't know. She's like, I have big news. I yelled out your pregnant.
Oh, well, she said that that's not my secret. That's always the big news.
No, big news is probably like my dog died. All what we did.
Dang, wait, how old is you have a daughter, right? Just a daughter? Even two?
Two, 4, 2, 5.
Remember that, Chris?
2 and 5.
Miss Cockrell put us in the circle. Tell me
I'm nuts. All right, I need your attention, please. So today we're going to be solving exponents. Before we start solving, I need you to know the one-to-one property for exponential functions. So we're going to write it down. All right, and the one-to-one property for exponential functions states that for b is greater than 0 and b does not equal 1, b to the x equals b to the y if and only if. What does if and only if mean? What does if and only if mean?
If and only if.
It means it's a biconditional. Do y'all remember what a biconditional is?
Absolutely not. Nope. It's a condition.
It means you can read your conditional forward or backwards. So this is true both directions. The converse and the conditional are true. So if and only if x equals y, then b of x will not equal b of y. So what does this mean?
X is y.
Here's an example. If you have b to the x equals b to the 5th power, then what do you know? X equals 5. Why? Because your b's cancel out. That is all this is saying. Now, you have to have the same base for this to happen, and there has to be only one on each side. Okay? So, before we get into... Oh my gosh, I can sneeze. Thank you. Before we get into solving, I just want to make sure you are aware of the exponents that I would like you to have memorized. So, I want you to have the following base 2 exponents memorized. What is 2 squared? 2 cubed? 2 to the 4th. 2 to the 5th. 32. Sorry if you said that and I didn't hear it. And 2 to the 6th. Are we okay with those? Just multiply the one before it times 2. If you memorize, I'm sure y'all have at least these 2 memorized. If you memorize the rest, you're going to make your life easier. The 3's I need you to have memorized. Am I going too fast?
No.
Okay. 3 squared? No. 3 cubed? And 3 to the 4th. So a quick way to do to the 4th is just square whatever squared is. If you square the squared, there you go. Does that make sense? look up real quick. To get the fourth, like memorize the fourth, you just square the squared. All right, the fourth, you need to have 4 squared memorized. 4 cubed, 64. And 4 to the fourth is what? 256. And again, 16 squared is 256. For 5s, you need to have 5 squared memorized. And 5 cubed. For 6, you need to know 6 squared. Bless you. And 6 cubed. 216. Your life will be easier if you have these memorized. That's not to say that you aren't, by the way, everything above this, you need to have just the squareds memorized. That's not to say I'm not going to ask you what 7 cubed is, but you do have you will have a baby calculator. You can do that if you need to. But these are going to make your life go quicker, faster. Okay? Questions so far? All right, we're going to do 6 examples today, maybe 7 because a lot of people asked help for number 1. Yes. We're good? All right, example 1. What is 36 raised to the x plus 1 equals 6 raised to the x plus 6? Yeah, what base can these have in common? 6. How can I turn this into a base of 6? Do y'all agree 36 is 6 squared? And yeah, just a second. And then what am I going to do? What can I do now? I can distribute that 2, so it's going to be 6 to the 2x plus 2 equals 6 to the x plus 6. What can happen? The bases can cancel out, and what am I left with? Do y'all agree we're back to 7th grade algebra? Solve it. Yeah. Question? I need to drink water.
Is that the 60 classes of the
Oh, me? No, I need this is all I drank today is 1 water.
What? But you need at least 3.
I know, yeah. I need at least 100.
You need at least 4 of those, 4 or 5 of those.
I know.
This the trick is to drink shovels as you wake up.
That's really good for you. Chug a water bottle every time you
Drink
wake
a liter
up.
of water when
It's going to keep you having good skin.
I don't have good skin.
You don't have good skin? You have bad skin. Alright, and what do we get? This is not my answer though. Because you'll get a point off if you do not do what? Louder in the back. We are solving. We need solution steps. What about what? All right, shush your neighbor, please. This problem right here, every year I have people get unnecessary points off. What is my common base here? So can we turn all of these into 2's? Are y'all in agreement with me so far?
Yes.
What do I do next? I cannot. And I actually am so glad you said that. You cannot drop the base. You cannot cancel out these 2's or this base yet. Why not?
Because there's 2 2's.
Up here, the one-to-one property states you have to have one base on each side. Do I have one base on each side? No. So you cannot drop the base until you have only one base on each side. So how do I get just 1 2 on the left when I have 2 2's right here? What operation is right here? And when we're multiplying, what can we do to the exponents if they have the same base? Add them. So this is really 2 to the x plus negative 3x. Does everybody see what I just did there? Now, can I cancel it? Do I have the same base on each side? And only one of them? Yes. So that's going to give me x plus negative 3x equals 2x, which gives me what? Negative 2x equals 2x. What do I do? Move it to the other side, which gives me what? What does that give me? And when I divide that by negative 4, x equals 0. How am I going to write the answer? For some reason, y'all get to this and y'all want to give me empty solution sets. That's not true. Your solution is 0. Half the time y'all get there and you're like, there's no solution. Keep going. Well, how does it not turn into what? Which part? Because it's a negative 3.
Are you saying because negative 4x?
It does turn into negative 4.
Huh?
Negative 2 plus negative 2.
No, when you're going to from 2 bases to 1.
He's saying why didn't you multiply them?
Yeah, why don't you multiply the bases?
Because if I gave you, oh, I see. If I gave you x squared times x cubed, what is that going to be?
I see x5.
X to the 5th. So if I give you 2 squared times 2 cubed, what's that going to give me? 2 to the 5th. You don't multiply the bases. Bases stay the same and you add the exponents. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does everybody see why I did not change that 2 right here to a 4? You just add the exponents. All right. I'm going to have to flip over to the back. Can I change this problem or not yet? Okay. You good, Ryan? Okay. You good, Kylie? All right. Example 3 and example 4, I'm going to write next to each other. Just because we're going to be writing down the page. No, I'm going to do them with you.
What did you just say? What did you just say? Okay, Bill, leave it.
All right. Shush your neighbor, please. Too talkative today. Number 3, what base can I make all of them?
3.
3. How come I can't do 9? Because do you agree 9 and 81 work? But does 27 turn into 9?
No.
No. So that's why. So just be aware of that. All right, so I'm going to turn these all into 3. And then what? Can I just cancel out my 3's?
No.
You have to have one base on one side and only one base on the right.
Get that bottom base to the other side. That multiplies.
That left side is good.
Oh.
You're right. Oh, you actually could multiply. You wouldn't be wrong. I'm not going to do it that way, but that's not wrong. What are these doing? Dividing. So what can I do? Subtract the exponents. 2 minus 4x. So again, Gabe, Gerardo, you're not wrong. You could multiply by 3 to the 4x over here and then add them over there. It would be the same thing. Now what do I do? Cancel them out and solve. Go. All right, what about number 4? Can I move on to number 4? Okay, number 4 is very, very similar. What's going to be my bases? 2. A big difference here is, and I'm actually just going to keep it 1, but you can definitely change it 2 to the 0. There's nothing wrong with that. I only have one base on each side. However, I do not want that fraction. Can I get rid of it? How? I can just make it negative. So this is just going to become 2 to the negative 3x. And now, solve it. Please make sure that you put an equal sign, or you have an equal sign on every line. What do I do after this? If you give me this right here, I will count points off. It must equal 0. If you give me this right here, I will count points off. Everything needs to have an equal sign. Is that what y'all got?
Yes. Do we need that comma? Wait, I did x.
If you did x equals twice, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like with your s equal, it's a comma.
Yeah.
Yeah. What questions can I answer? I've just kind of been going. Are y'all good? So far, so good? All right, we're doing some E's.
What the? Isn't that natural?
Yeah, natural log. No, natural log is ln.
Wait, what's
This is the inverse of the natural log. Today's Tuesday?
Yes.
What was the reasoning for my power? Oh, yeah. John.
All right. For this problem right here, what am I going to do first? Yep. Make that fraction e to the negative 2x. And then what? On the right, I have two bases. I want to make it one. It's multiplying, so I'm going to add them. Now, I'm writing plus negative 2 just so y'all know that I added them. If you write 3x minus 2, that's right. That makes sense? Okay, now what?
Now you just
Cancel it.
some bases.
All right, y'all solve it.
How many examples?
One more.
Oh.
You have a suggestion?
Name suggestion.
Oh, what's a name? Give me. Jefferson?
Edwin.
Oh, hell no.
I do yesterday. I meant to tell him about Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
I forgot.
Oh, man, it's maybe Jafar.
No.
Wait, so I do,
Yes.
do like Leonardo.
I don't know if I like that. I do like Leo,
Leo, exactly.
but I don't like Leonardo. Sorry.
What about Raphael?
What are we trying to do? Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
This is gonna do no back, no back.
Michelangelo.
Oh, I'm looking for a more Hispanic
Roger.
name.
Michelangelo.
Hector.
Those are like Italian.
Hector sometimes. He's gonna get.
But I also need a name like he's gonna be a Nostalgia, so like you can't have it too mixed.
Just
do Rex. He's gonna get bullied because his name is Rex.
Oh, that's his middle name. That's my husband's middle name. His middle name is gonna be Alexander. But I really like Saeed, but I think it's too messy. I was like, what kind of Mexican name is Saeed? I don't know Spanish. I can speak it a little bit, but I don't know Spanish. All right, you are doing number 6 on your own. Go.
Let's see.
And I also have like all this family that I can't name after. So.
Oh, that was a bad word.
Yeah.
You should name him Goku.
My husband probably might like that, but no.
Yo, what's your name? What about Piccolo? What about Perfect Cell?
Was this class the one that said name of Pythagoras?
Oh yeah, that was Gabriel. Miss Rogers a good one.
I gotta refrain.
No, Rod. I don't want to hold her.
You're doing 6. Let's go.
I pride myself on beating Gerardo. What? I pride myself on beating Gerardo.
The fact that you said that.
I'm just playing. I actually don't think so. I don't think It's always your husband's wife.
What's my last name?
Her husband is 6 foot, 230 pounds.
He wishes. No, he's 6'4", 260 pounds.
Your husband
This recording is getting a whole lot more than it asked for.
Just wait till I'm a couple go, and then I'll go get her.
We can take him.
I'm not dead.
You're such a hoot, Gerardo. Gerardo, you say the darndest things.
Miss Nicole's asking you what your name is.
Oh, Espinoza.
You
Espinoza.
know Red Onion? Bro, I knew him before.
Huh? So I actually grew up
Dad finally got a
Do it. And then when I turned 5 or 6, when I got to school, my dad put me when he went to school, he used to get beat for shooting paddles. So he's like, I don't want you, like, I have a Scrabble one speak Spanish, I don't want you to do it. So he put that in me, and I forgot it. So you can forget it. If you don't use it, you lose it. Huh? Like, I can speak it, like, when I talk, people are like, you sound pretty decent. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't use it enough. Like, if I were to go to Mexico for, like, a month, and, like, if I can hear 2 people talking, if y'all talk slow enough, Venezuelans, Hondurans, talk way too fast. But Puerto Rican talk different. Way too fast. When y'all talk to each other, way too fast. Alright, let's pause real quick because I gotta make sure you understand this. Do I have any questions about any of these 6 examples? Okay, on your test, which is when?
Tomorrow.
Tuesday, 1 week from today, you have a test over this. On your test, we have just covered, can you please tell me what 6 times 12 is?
Yeah.
72 points of your test, you've already learned. You are going to have 6 questions over simplifying, 6 questions over solving. The last 28 points are graphing and true-false questions. That is your test. Okay, so for the rest of class, hold on. For the rest of class, your homework, if you look at the calendar, due, not tomorrow, but Thursday. I don't think we're going to have any time in class tomorrow to do homework. I don't know. But I want you to get started today on this. Your homework is all of worksheet 2 plus bookwork. If you look at the worksheet 2, that's 20 questions plus 3 questions of bookwork. Okay? I'm giving you 20 minutes in class. You can probably do at least 4 of these, or you could do all of these solving. I definitely think you could do all those in 20 minutes. Now, number 1 has stumped everybody. Because I didn't do an example like it. So I'm going to do an example just right below here. You don't have to write it down if you don't want to. But I'm going to do an example like number 1 to help you out. All right? So, look up, please. All you're doing is simplifying on 1 through 15. So you just need equal signs the whole way. So what do I do here? Let's flip it first. So let's make it 216 up top, 27 on the bottom, and it'll be a positive 5/3. Say it again. Yeah, what is 216?
216 is 6 to the 4th.
Close. What is 27?
3 to the 3rd.
Now what? Ah.
Oh wait, subtract.
Distribute. Okay, why can we not subtract them? Do they have the same base? No. So we are going to distribute this to each of them, which gives me 6/3 times 5/3 over 3/3 times 5/3. It does what? The 3's cancel. So 6 to the 5th over 3 to the 5th. What's 6 to the 5th? I do not know. It is something crazy. It's 7,776. What's 3 to the 5th?
243.
3 to the 5th is 243. Now, this is homework. What do you have at home? Put them in Desmos and reduce it. But I need to see all this work. Like, you can't just initially put it in Desmos and bam, get an answer. Show me some work. I will say 776 over 243 does reduce. There you go.
So we have two solutions set there.
No, this is simplifying. So this answer is just 32. If you show no work, you get no credits. But y'all, I just did an example like 1, 2, and 3, kind of like 4, kind of like 5. That was, look, y'all can do 1 through 5 right now before you. You are not turning in this paper, you're turning in notebook paper. All right, get started.
Right, you just like cube root and like power 5 times.
Yeah. Yep. This is, so here's the thing is, you're going to have only a baby calculator, so could you cube root like, do you know the cube root of it? That's just my question. You know what I mean? That's why I did it this way, because all you're going to have is a baby calculator. 18, yes.